Do you understand? Okay.
Madam Speaker.
Matt Posa.
Yeah. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Ladies and gentlemen of the House, I stand before you today to state the reasons why the Sustainable Energy Bill before the House at present is one which should not be supported. Whilst the motivations behind the Sustainable Energy Bill are admirable, and ones that I personally believe this House has a duty to address in some form, I cannot ignore the fact that the paper before me today is unfortunately an overwhelmingly weak and substance-lacking piece of proposed legislation. Ultimately, the bill fails to deliver. Clearly, the bill presents the notion that it aims to achieve a 5% reduction in energy sector emissions by end of June 2025. As we know, one of the largest contributors to energy sector emissions is fossil fuel consumptions related to domestic transport, most notably road freight haulage and private passenger vehicles. Obviously, to achieve a 5% reduction leaves the ministry with very few options. Either move to an electric rail freight network at great expense to the taxpayer and place restrictions on commerce, or move our current domestic fleet towards an electric future, like paragraph C of clause 8 aims to achieve. Paragraph C states its aims as wanting to have 2.125% of all new registered vehicles being electric. An increase on current figures? Yes. But sadly, another ill-thought-out aim, as the New Zealand public seemingly have a disregard for electric vehicles, and let's be real, 2% of our fleet is not a game-changer. So convincingly, I think the notion can be upheld that the target lacks ambition and in most respects is unachievable. Moreover, again clause 8, again subclause 1, but this time paragraph A, attempts to make New Zealand produce 90% renewable energy by end of financial year 2025, with the interim target of 2% increases per annum. I respectfully ask, what is the point of this clause? It in fact highlights the rather redundant nature of the bill. Ultimately, New Zealand at current produces roughly 83.9% renewable electricity, a number that has increased year upon year since 2005. In fact, we saw a whole 2% increase in the period between 2017 and 2018 alone, conveying that left to its own devices, the sector is making the move to renewable energy at the same pace as the bill aims. Therefore, the question can be answered. There is no point to this clause, and unfortunately, there is no point to this bill. Convincingly, it is clear that the Sustainable Energy Bill before the House mustn't pass. Ultimately because there is no need, there is no point, and there is little want. And let me be clear, this bill does not represent climate justice, as some members of this House will have you believe. So I absolutely implore this House to unequivocally oppose this bill. Thank you.
Madam Speaker.
Now, forgive me for pronunciation. Megsham
Megsham Prakash, yes.
Megsham Prakash.
All right. Tēnā koutou, and thank you, Madam Speaker.